yes. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing, slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling, you know you wanna have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
6, I got them. Yes, 2 seats, Guns N' Roses Friday night. Yes! Okay, stop screaming. Now, the only problem is getting my dad to let us go to the concert by ourselves. Lie? No, I don't lie. It's just a matter of finding the right time to ask, that's all. Look. I'll call you right back. Joey, what are you doing with that dress?
I need to borrow it.
Why?
Because I don't have one, that's why.
Joey, what's this sudden interest in women's clothing?
All right, I'll tell you, but you gotta keep it a secret.
Trust me, Joey, if my brothers decided to wear a dress, I'll keep it a big secret.
Listen, I'm not gonna wear the dress. I'm a guy. Guys don't wear dresses. Guys are tough. Guys are manly.
Then why do you need it?
It's for my doll.
You have a doll?
Yes. I have a big blow-up doll that's gonna sit right next to me in the car so I can drive in the carpool lane when I'm alone. So you have to have 2 or more people.
Aren't you embarrassed to be seen with an inflatable doll in your car?
I don't think of it as a doll, Blossom. I think of it as an airbag with boobs. Thank God you don't have to blow up real women.
Joey, I'm expecting company. Clean up the kitchen.
All right, Dad.
Joey, maybe we should have a little talk.
I'm a little busy right now, Dad.
Joe, I know I talked to you about safe sex, but, you don't need this.
Yeah, but this is for when I'm stuck in traffic.
Couldn't you just sing along with the radio?
I like to sing, Dad, but that doesn't exactly get you in the fast lane, if you know what I mean.
Joe, I know how you're feeling. You're frustrated. Things are moving a little too slowly.
Exactly.
Yes, but this is not the way to handle it. What's wrong with a real girl?
Nothing, but I can't find a real girl who would do this with me twice a day.
You just haven't met the right girl yet, Joe, but you will. You'll get to know her. You'll begin to respect each other. Eventually, you'll have a relationship, and one day, who knows, maybe you'll even get married and have kids.
Seems like a lot of trouble just to drive in the carpool lane.
I beg your pardon?
See, if you got 2 or more people in the car, then you get to use the carpool lane.
What do you think? You're a very special boy, Joey.
Thanks, Dad. You know, I'm surprised no one started this before.
They have. The Highway Patrol, it's their job to spot this sort of thing. Now, promise me, Joe, you won't use this doll in my car.
I promise, Dad.
All right. Joe, I'm sure I don't want to know the answer to this, but where did you get this doll?
Oh, I've had it for years. I just didn't know what to do with her before.
Oh, man, I'm so late. Hi, Tony. Goodbye, Tony.
Blossom, this is great. Guess what just happened? I bought a motorcycle.
That's great. I gotta go.
But wait, it's not just any motorcycle. It's a 68 Bonneville. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow. Goodbye.
Hang on. You'll love this story. See, I'm playing basketball with some of the guys at the Catholic school.
And they sold you a motorcycle. Good story. Goodbye.
Nope, there's more. One of the guys is a priest, a young guy, and he's got this 68 Bonneville that was his father's, and he's got to get rid of it even though he really loves it.
And you bought it. Goodbye.
Yeah, but I didn't think I could afford it. But I tell him I love motorcycles, and I ask him how much, and he says 1,000.
Great. Goodbye.
But see, I've only got 500.
Drag. Goodbye.
But get this. He says it's a deal.
Great. Goodbye.
Can you believe it? In this age of greedy rip-offs, it's nice to know you can still count on a priest to give you a fair deal. And
so we see this aspect of the carbon bond most clearly in the gas methane and other related gases.
Good morning, Mrs. Hubermeyer. Sorry I'm late.
And the reason?
My dad's car wasn't working. Probably nothing a little methane wouldn't fix.
Ha, ha. Now, class, the energy-releasing nature of the hydrocarbon bond can best be illustrated in this diagram.
Where were you? You'll never guess who I was talking to.
Who?
Guess.
Why?
Because you'll never guess.
Then why should I guess?
Because it's more fun, but you'll never guess.
Okay, I'll guess. Jimmy Warren.
I hate you.
You were talking to Jimmy Warren? The most handsome guy in the history of the human face?
Yes, talk about your chemistry. Guess what he asked me?
Ms. Russo.
Six and I were just listing some of our favorite inert gases.
Oh, what a good idea, Miss Russo. And since Miss Russo interrupted this class, we are going to have a pop quiz in her honor. And we all get to list our favorite inert gases. Class, you have Ms. Russo to thank for this.
So what did Jimmy ask you?
Quiet!
This is not what it looks like.
She just handed me candy.
And with this kind of arrangement, you can improvise during all these sections. I've always thought you should get into more bluesy, jazzy stuff.
I love it.
Really?
Now, where was all this stuff when you were touring with me?
Well, I wasn't really into arranging back then, Sammy.
Yeah, you were just that tall, skinny keyboard player with the big Fu Manchu mustache.
Gee, you remember my mustache?
Oh, I remember your mustache, your bell bottoms, and that cute way your lip used to curl when you did that really bad Elvis impersonation.
Oh. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remember all that.
Oh, how could I forget? Mr. Married Man with his 3 little babies at home while he's out on the road with me, and I couldn't even get a second look.
Oh, I did plenty of looking.
You did?
I was married. I wasn't dead.
Well, you're not married anymore, now are you?
Nope.
And you're not dead, are you?
No. What about you, Sammy? You still interested in a guy who does a bad Elvis impression?
Did David Duke wear a pointy hat?
Maybe we should try and get a little work done first.
All right. I can wait as long as you can wait. That's enough waiting.
I knew you had a session today. I didn't know you were scoring.
Buzz Richmond, this is Sammy Tate. Sammy's a singer I'm working on with. What are you doing here?
I'm in training. I'm mentoring the senior citizens triathlon, sitting, eating, and watching. The Albanians have dominated the event so far.
Yeah. Well, why can't you sit, eat, and watch at your house?
I don't have cable. Oh, which reminds me, I don't have any beer either. Anything I can get for you kids? Coffee, tea, motel room?
Well, looks like Buzz is going to be using your house. Want to use mine?
Where is it?
Malibu.
That's a long drive.
Oh, well, we can rehearse in the car.
Yes, let's do that. Let me just write a note for the kids.
Are you sure they'll be okay? They won't get in any trouble alone?
My kids in trouble? Never.
Detention? It's horrible. We're gonna get detention. What's the big deal? If they gave frequent flyer miles for detention, I'd be in the Bahamas. Would you relax? There's nothing to it. All you have to do is have your detention slip signed and stay after school. Have it signed? I can't have it signed. If my dad finds out I got detention, I'll never get to go to the concert Friday with Jimmy and Al. What? Didn't you read the note? No, I ate the note. Well, it said that he and Jimmy Warren had tickets to the concert too, and since we were all going anyway, why not go together? You let me eat that? I should have had it framed. Except I'm not going. My dad'll never sign this detention slip. So do what I do, sign it yourself. Isn't that forgery? No. See, the only signature on file is mine. Now, if my mom were to sign it, that would be forgery.
I can't lie like that.
Sure you can.
Goodbye, Mrs. Bernstein. And, Stanley, remember, lab rats and Bunsen burners don't mix. Hey, guys.
Hi, Mr. Cunningham. What are you doing here?
Sitting in for Mr. Sampson while he's in court. So, technically, I'm the vice principal. What can I do for you?
Well, we had this big misunderstanding. See, I was late for chemistry, and I passed a note to Six telling her about the Guns N' Roses concert Friday. And it was during a test, and Mrs. Ubermeyer thought we were cheating.
So, why were you late?
My dad's car wasn't working.
All right, why don't you two head back to your second period class, and I'll go put my feet back up on Mr. Sampson's desk.
Good idea.
All right, and I'll call your dad and make sure his car's okay.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
Why?
Because the car isn't broken.
I didn't think so.
How'd you know?
Because your brother Joey parked it in my parking spot this morning.
Oh.
Now, I know you weren't cheating, but I don't like being lied to. Makes me feel old. So, let's say 1 week in the cooler. Six will show you the ropes. Sorry.
This is detention? Washington crossing the Delaware?
Uh-huh.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Mount Rushmore. Niagara Falls. What's this one?
The Arc de Triomphe, as seen from the Eiffel Tower by night.
It's amazing.
I find idle hands are the devil's playground. What are you in for?
Passing notes.
Pathetic.
How about you?
Stealing the flagpole. You?
Me? I tied up the cafeteria lady with hair nets and stuck her inside the meat locker.
Excellent. Sit here. I'm going to do your portrait. Now, if you move, I'll mess this up. I hate that. So don't move.
Gotcha.
What?
Don't talk to me. This has been the worst day of my life.
Oh, don't tell me your problems. It's been the worst day of my life, and my life's been longer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I just came from detention. I spent 2 hours locked in a room with a cross between Pablo Picasso and Andre the Giant. Poor Six is still there having her portrait done.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get chauffeured home in a squad car.
You were arrested?
No. I was riding my motorcycle, minding my own business, 35 miles an hour, helmet. All of a sudden, bleep, pull over, please. The motorcycle is stolen, and the pink slip is forged. They impounded the bike, and I am out $500.
How'd that happen?
I had the pleasure of playing basketball with Father Swifty, the patron saint of Grand Theft Auto. I cannot believe a priest lied to me.
Wait. If you met this guy playing basketball, how'd you know he was a priest?
Well, he said he was a priest.
Tony.
What was I supposed to do? Check his pocket for bingo cards? I believed the guy. I hate people who lie. Why were you in detention?
I lied. But it wasn't a real lie. A little harmless white lie to Mrs. Ubermeyer that snowballed.
How much detention?
A week. But the real problem is Six and I have tickets to Guns N' Roses Friday night. And I'm supposed to get this detention notice signed by Dad. He'll never let me go. Have you ever forged anything?
Are you kidding? When I was doing drugs, I forged so many prescriptions, I got referrals from other doctors.
What am I gonna do?
You've just got to decide on your priorities. Telling the truth or going to the concert. You can't have everything.
I know. Dad'll kill me. You know how he feels about lying.
Well, looks like you're off the hook for tonight. Hi, kids. Gone to stay with a sick friend, Sammy. Nothing serious, I hope. With any luck, be back early tomorrow. Then he leaves the phone number, Dad.
Well, that settles it. I can't believe myself. Here I am, contemplating lying and conniving, and meanwhile, there's Dad. Selflessly giving of himself to others.
Hello? Just a minute. Jimmy Warren?
Hello. Jimmy. The concert? Yeah, I mentioned it to Six, but Jimmy, there's a problem with me going. Of course I want to go. It's just that... Backstage passes? You got 4 backstage passes? I'll get right back to you. Got a pen?
I'm no doctor, Buzz, but I'm not sure a gin and ice cream float is the cure for exhaustion.
How long did you sit, Grandpa?
6 straight hours. Fortunately, after the first 2 hours, my butt fell asleep.
Hello?
Hi, Tony?
Joey?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Fine. Where are you?
Jail. You?
The living room. Did you just say jail?
Yeah, jail. You remember it. They sure remember you.
What happened?
Well, you got busted a few times for possession, you know, a few drunken disorderlies, you got caught taking a whiz in the bank night depository.
Joey! Not to me, to you.
Well, I got a ticket for driving in the carpool lane, and, since I'm a minor and it's a pretty big ticket, they took me in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but now Dad's got to come down here to get me out so he can kill me.
All right, Joe. Dad's not here, but I'll call him.
Thanks, Tony.
And Joe, act tough and don't slow dance with anybody.
Joey is in jail?
Driving in the carpool lane.
Well, where's your father?
He's with his sick friend, Sammy.
Sick friend Sammy? Sammy was here today.
His note says Sammy is sick.
Could be. Poor Sammy could hardly get off the piano. You gotta call him.
I hate to bother him.
No, you've got to, Tony. You can't let your brother rot in jail. Go on, call your dad. And, by the way, tell him I hope that Sammy's feeling better.
You do this.
Hello?
Hi, is Nick Russo there?
Why, he sure is. Who's calling?
This is his daughter, Blossom.
Oh, Blossom, hi. Your daddy can't stop talking about you.
Who's this?
Sammy Tate.
You're Sammy?
Yes, ma'am.
How you feeling?
Never better. Why?
Nothing.
Well, why don't I let you talk to your daddy in person, okay? Hey, Nick! It'll take just a sec, though. He's in the shower.
Bye, couch. Bye, table. Goodbye, Tony.
Get the dummy out of here.
Come on, Joe.
No! The other one. Joey, you know I love you.
So wait, this is gonna hurt you more than it does me?
This, Joe, is the single most stupid, idiotic, boneheaded stunt you have ever pulled. Plus the fact you lied. I told you not to do it, you said you wouldn't, and you did. Okay, first of all, driving privileges are suspended.
Does that mean no car?
That was a $287 ticket. Do you know how much that is in kid money?
I know, Dad. I'm sorry.
Okay, Joe. Go to your room. We'll deal with the rest of this in the morning.
Hey, Dad.
Blossom.
How's Joey?
Fine. Listen, Blossom, I'm sorry about that note. Sammy and I have known each other for a long time,
It's okay,
and I
Dad.
didn't know it's not.
I don't mean you and Sammy. I mean the lying. Sometimes even good people lie.
There is no excuse for lying.
Well, sometimes there is.
No, there isn't.
Sure there is. You're being way too hard on yourself.
No. It's stupid to lie to the people you care about.
Sometimes lying to the people you care about comes from a good motivation.
I'm ashamed, though, because it sets a bad example. You see me lie, you think it's okay for you to lie.
You know, there is some truth to what you're saying, Dad.
What do you mean?
Well, you want to hear a funny coincidence?
How funny.
Well, at the same time that you lied, I sort of lied. See, I was late for class, so I told Mrs. Ubermeyer a little-bitty white lie.
You were late?
Yeah, so I said your car broke down. I was really talking to Jimmy Warren, the cutest boy in school.
Well, that's no big deal. Forget about it.
Then Six wanted to know what he said, so I passed a note, and Mrs. Ubermeyer thought we were cheating.
Well, as long as you weren't really cheating, that's okay.
We weren't, but we got sent to the vice principal anyway.
Let this be a lesson to you. One lie leads to another.
Then we lied again. See, I told him the same lie about your car breaking down, and I got caught.
You see how lies snowball? The same thing happened to you, it happened to me.
Not exactly, Dad. You didn't get detention.
You got detention?
Yeah.
Where's the detention slip?
It's in the mail.
Aren't I supposed to sign
You did.
it? You forged my signature?
Yeah.
Why did you do all this?
So you'd let me go to the Guns N' Roses concert at the Forum with Six and Jimmy Warren and Al Marin?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Since we both lied, we both should be punished. You're gonna be grounded for a month.
Okay. What's your punishment?
I'm gonna let you go to the Guns N' Roses concert.
I think that's pretty fair, Dad. And I'm never gonna lie again, I swear.
Me neither. Hey, let's make a pact to start trusting each other with the truth. Deal?
Deal.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me God. Hello? Oh, hi, Sammy. Just a sec. It's Sammy.
Tell her I'm not here.
Okay, just 1 second. There, it's finished.
Thank God, I gotta get home. I'm late for dinner.
Wait a sec.
What?
I want you to have this. Here.
It's beautiful, thank you.
See you tomorrow.